Oh, not Psywave.
Welcome back to Pokemon Eevee, the Eeveest of Pokemon.
The Eeveest.
It's the second most transformable Pokemon next to Ditto, I'll have you know, because of the many evil evolutions. That's a fact.
That's a fact, Jack.
So, yeah, we're still in this battle with
Beat
that.
this Mr. Mime.
I can't even remember her name. What is her name?
I don't know. I gave an Australian accent, that's all I can remember.
Doesn't begin with a J. Definitely doesn't begin. I started with it and I realised definitely not. We'll find out at the end. Are you going to Google it?
No, shut up.
What are you Googling?
I want to be smart.
What
Googling Alolan gym leaders because she's a... I don't know why I googled gym leaders because they don't have gym leaders in Alola.
No,
it knows what I mean.
They are people. So are gym leaders, but I need help. What do you do?
I'm googling it.
Okay, fine.
Trying to see what her name
Don't worry,
is.
I'll spitball here.
Yeah.
Right, so I went to this party last night.
Oh yeah, tell me that story. You were telling me the story earlier and I told you to stop.
You said stop it, you. And I did. So, I went to this party last night. Family, friends. It's hard. Okay, fine. It's my mum's best friend's daughter's
Mina.
18th birthday. Mina was not the girls' party I went to last night.
No, this girl's called Mina.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, she's just fairy type.
Yeah, I was close. It definitely.
It didn't start with a J. Continue.
J is closer to M than other letters in the alphabet.
Apart from L and M, they're the closest ones.
So I was at this party for my mum's best friend's daughter's 18th. That was what it was.
Yeah.
And it was a bit odd how the event was set up because there was this Facebook page full of essentially old people, and I was on that Facebook page, and it was set up by the mum saying, "Hey, we're going to have this party on Good Friday. Come with food and drink. It'll be good fun." And at first I'm like, I know for a fact that Good Friday is this girl's birthday. So...
Yeah? Can we kill this Mr. Mime while you're telling the story?
Surely... Yeah, give me 5 fucking seconds. Surely she'd want to have all of her friends at a party as opposed to all of these... Old people. And like, family friends.
Yeah. It wasn't just random old people they picked up off the street.
It was only, like... maybe a couple of hours beforehand, I found out that this wasn't just like a family event. All of her friends were also coming to this party, which I don't know if anybody's ever had like a mingling of their like very close friends and family at a general drinking do. But it doesn't always work out that well because there's usually 2 social groups that will stay with each other. It's the
adults will be in the house and the teenagers will be in the girl.
There'll be the family and then there'll be the friends. It's very simple.
They rarely intermingle.
There is, yeah.
Unless it's like, unless they're like you, who are very good friends with my parents.
Yeah, in which case, which is kind of drift.
Yeah.
But in this case, I don't know any of her friends. Her friends don't know any of us, really, apart from like maybe her mum and a few other people.
Yeah.
So it becomes very...
Did you go to level 18?
Nice. It became a very awkward situation very fast.
Mm-hmm.
But the girl wasn't having any of it.
Mm-hmm.
She was saying, I want everybody to be like mingling together, so which turned into... Here's a shot, drink it. I want you to be drunk so you will talk to these people.
Oh, okay.
So we did. Most of us did. I managed to avoid shots for most of the evening because she would say shots and I'd run. I'd do a lap of the house.
That's not usually how you respond to shots.
No, usually you drink them, but I chose to run.
In my experience, that's not how you respond to shots.
No, usually
in the pub, if I say shots, you go...
Dude!
Whoa!
Piggy's evolving.
Usually, if I say shots to you in a pub, you go, yes.
I don't... Yeah, so... It's the same sort of situation with family friends. I don't like getting as drunk, but it's often the only way to... Talk to people and to feel socially accepted.
Yeah.
So, I end up drinking as much as I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Before this party had started... The mum had said to her daughter, and her group of friends quite openly that I was one of the only young single males at this party.
Oh dear. This
which doesn't bode well for me, really, because it's just awkward apart from anything else. Yeah, there's this one guy at the party.
He's single.
He's basically the 18-year-old's brother.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's how long they've known each other. He's single, so go for it.
This isn't the... That's a different story. Continue.
Yeah,
I'll ask that question later.
Sure. And some of the girls, they were very like, okay, cool. And then there were others that were like,
okay, cool.
As the 18-year-old had already gone, no, don't do that. That's basically my brother. The other ones went,
let's do it. It's basically your
that's
brother.
a challenge.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. And there was this. We were slowly getting introduced to these younger people, and like awkward conversations. There was a group of 4 of us. It was myself, my sister, another close family friend, and her boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And we were all in our own little enclosed group, just kind of chilling out, watching TV, having a few drinks. Mm-hmm. But we kept on getting basically dragged over to meet new people.
Yeah.
And on one occasion, we got dragged into this huge group of people, and we were all introduced very loudly by this 18-year-old that at this point she had had a lot to drink. Mm-hmm. And yeah, slowly being introduced to all of these people. One of which came straight over and introduced herself.
Yeah. You're trying to walk into the ocean there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was me drifting. Tokyo drifting into the water. Just give me 5 fucking seconds. It's hard to tell stories and to play the game at the same time. I've gone the wrong way.
You play the story.
Okay, you do that. As long as you still got the time. That's all right. She came over, very forward, and she was asking questions because obviously I was there. I was in the same group as a couple. She was talking to them about their relationship and basically going, "Oh, so how did you meet?" Owen, take notes. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't know how to talk to you. She said, "So what do you do?" I said, "I work in telecommunications," because that's the easiest and more fancy way of saying my job role.
Yeah, because your job role is quite.
It's very
complicated.
It's very complicated. I could give you my full title, but it's boring and it sends people to sleep. So saying I work in telecommunications is the easiest way.
Yeah.
So what do you do? I work in telecommunications in an office. So does that?
Old man, get out of my fucking way.
So does that earn well? I'm like,
oh dear.
Yeah, it earns pretty well. She said, so enough to support us both. And I went,
oh.
It's enough to support me.
Smooth deflection.
And she then went, don't worry about it, because when I become a famous actress, and I went, she's no.
Oh no,
she's a drama student.
This has happened before.
No. As soon as I become a famous actress, I'll be able to support us. Don't worry. I'm like, okay, cool. She then turned to the couple and said, so you guys thinking of having kids? And I'm like, okay, I'm leaving this conversation now.
Yeah, that's not good.
Bye. This entire time, like, in and out of this conversation, she's being dragged away by basically my sister.
Yeah. Person whose party it is?
Yeah, person whose party it is. Right. And the person whose party it is coming over to me and going, you better not sleep with her. I swear to fucking God.
I'm trying not to.
I literally, how am I getting blamed for this? She's just, did you hear what she said? There were so many other things as well. It was just the most uncomfortable thing in the world, because it's a family event as well. So my mum is literally just over there. I come over
hearing someone else say, "Don't sleep with her."
No, yeah, and so I managed to dodge the situation by going to get a drink.
Thank God.
And I go past back by my mum and her best friend, and they're going, "So you alright?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Sounded like you just got kicked in the balls.
Are you sure you're alright? Yeah, I'm good, you know, I'm just kind of surviving.
Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. We'll finish the story and then we can...
Yeah. My mum goes, so that girl was getting really close with you, wasn't she? I'm like, yeah, you could say that. The mother then went, oh, but she's lovely. She's really nice. Are you sure you're not into... I'm like, no, she's my sister's age. That's not okay.
Yeah.
That's really weird. And it was... my mum basically said afterwards, I can tell you were awkward because she put her hand on your back and you just froze.
Solid.
And like you're literally rigid, like, oh god, I don't know what to do now. So yeah, that was the story of how I got creeped on by an 18-year-old at a party last night.
And do you know what made that situation? You know that would be wholly unacceptable if it was the other way around, right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh shit.
Which is is most of the reason why I'm not a very forward person when it comes to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was an interesting evening. Still not quite over it, but you know, I guess. Anyway.
Feed your own. Call this episode Owen Gets Creeped On by an 18-year-old.
Let's not call it that. just for reference, we're 20, so it's actually there's not that much of an age gap. It's just because
you're 20.
I'm 20, you're 21, so you're old. So the age gap isn't actually that much, but it is still...
It's a bit weird when it's somebody you know's friend.
Yeah, it's someone who you consider quite younger than you. So, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for listening to this episode. We'll see you in the next one. Probably.